Good morning to all. So yesterday I have sent you one assignment from linear equations in two variables point of view, and that was covering your 1 mark question. If you go through the blueprint of your question paper, so there are two categories, either 1 mark or 4 marks. So in today's assignment, within these 6 questions based upon your NCERT, I am trying to cover your 4 marks question. So you just make sure that in 4 marks the question will be there from the graph point of view, because that we need to train you here in class 9 only. From class 10 syllabus point of view, how to draw the graph of the linear equation given in two variables, because next year you will be getting the topic linear equation in two variables to solve the equations graphically as well as algebraically. So what do I feel within these 6 questions? I am covering whole of the part whatever was discussed in your NCERT. So first question as general question I have added here: draw the graph of the linear equation 3x plus 4y is equal to 6, and at what point does this graph cuts the x-axis and y-axis. So the students who are not clear with this part, suppose this is the Cartesian plane, that is your lines of axis, and you are going to draw the graph. So when suppose the line is coming something like this for this equation, then you have to write the chords of this point and this point. It is very clear, cuts the x-axis and the y-axis. So here you can see this line is meeting x-axis here and y-axis here. And one thing you know very well, on the x-axis your y-chord is always equal to 0, and on the y-axis your x-chord is always equal to 0. And the other values you have to read from the graph and write the answer. Then second question, determine the point on the graph of the linear equation 2x plus 5y is equal to 20, whose y coordinate is 2 by 5 times its x coordinate. So from here you can substitute the value of y in terms of 2 by 5 of x, and then see what is the value of x, and then from the graph you need to read that value. So beforehand also you can do that, and from the clarification point of view, you need to draw the graph first for 2x plus 5y is equal to 20, and the procedure is very same, whatever you will be following everywhere in drawing the graph to find the solution of the chords, to find the values of the chords, that is of x and y, and then to plot those values. Minimum 2 sets always are required, and maximum you can 3 sets can plot in the graph to have the equation at least visible, or that line visible. And then the another condition is added, that also you need to write in your answer. Then third is draw the graph of the linear equation whose solutions are represented by the points having the sum of coordinates as 10 units. Now this is a question where the equation is not given to you directly, and you are supposed to write the equation of your own, and the condition is mentioned here, by the points having the sum of coordinates as 10 and as 10 units. So, like you did, the two girls contributed the amount towards the Prime Minister Relief Fund, that was a part in your book, and that amount was collected rupees 100. Similarly, like here you can take one chord is x and another is y, and equation will be x plus y is equal to 10, and then find the solutions and then again plot the solutions. So very simple equation will be there, and then you are definitely able to draw the graph of the same. Then from the 4 marks question point of view, again in the last exercise of your NCERT, it was asked to represent these lines linear equation in terms of one variable and in terms of two variables. One was related to your x and one was related to your y. So that question I have added. One equation is in terms of x and one equation is in terms of y. So you know, when we are drawing the equation through x, it will always be parallel to the y-axis. And when you will be drawing the equation through y, it will always be parallel to the x-axis. And the reasons were explained to you, and moreover, you need to go through your last exercise of your NCERT to cover this question. And then another question that was their problem-based question. So in problem forms, when the question are given, this is a very common question most of the time, is the part of your examination, that the taxi fare in a city is charged according to the rates stated below. For the first 2 kilometer distance, the fare is rupees 12, and for the subsequent distance, it is rupees 5 per kilometer. Taking the distance covered as x and total fare as y, you need to write a linear equation, and then you have to draw the graph. So very clear, you see, when you are going to write the equation, there are two things. One is the distance and one is the subsequent fare, and then the total fare. So you see the total fare you are charging is y. It means the equation that you are writing in terms of rupees, so that is y. And the fare charge for 2 kilometers, first 2 kilometers. So first 2 kilometers means that is covered, 2 kilometers covered, plus at the rate of what? 2 kilometers, rupees 12 for the first 2 kilometers distance, the fare was rupees 12. So it means for first 2 kilometers it is, because I am writing the fare in rupees. So total fare is y rupees. So my equation will be in rupees now. So for first 2 kilometers you have charged rupees 12 and plus the remaining distance. If the total distance is given x, now 2 kilometer charge you have mentioned here rupees 12. So remaining distance is now x minus 2. X minus 2 kilometers, because for 2 kilometers you have charged here in rupees 12 and remaining you are charging at the rate of rupees 5 for the subsequent means remaining distance. So if for first 2 kilometers you are charged rupees 12, so for remaining, that is x minus 2 kilometer, you will be charging at the rate of rupees 5. So this is rupees 12 and this is rupees 5 into x minus 2, that is the remaining distance, and then the equation will be y is equal to 12 plus 5 into x minus 2. Find the chords and draw the line for the same. So you see the unit, because y is in rupees, so my right hand side everything should be there in rupees. Then sixth question, again in your textbook the question was added somewhere from the Fahrenheit and Celsius point of view. That was, and here I have taken it as in Kelvin and Fahrenheit. So Kelvin and Fahrenheit is the scale measured by y is equal to 9 upon 5 into x minus 273 bracket close plus 32. So again the equation is there. First of all you need to draw the equation for this particular, draw the graph for this particular equation. See, in terms of multiples of 5 you can put the values and then add 32, so that easily you can find out the two chords for the same. And then algebraic calculations you have to do. Find the temperature of the liquid in Fahrenheit if the temperature is 313 degree Kelvin. So this is the Fahrenheit and Kelvin. So Fahrenheit, and the temperature is given in 313 Kelvin. So x is in Kelvin and y is in Fahrenheit. So x you can put here and y you can determine. Similarly in the next, y you can put here and x you can determine. That is simply the calculation, need not to be plotted on the graph. So another one question I am missing here, that was somewhere from the physics numerical point of view. You know, the question was based upon your work done, and you know work done is equal to what? Force into displacement. So until unless displacement is not going to take place, work is not said to be done. So in that case, you always remember the key idea that work done W is equal to what? F dot S. F dot S. So where this F, as the force is applied, the distance is getting displaced, then work is said to be done. Otherwise, the work is directly proportional to the force. Work is directly proportional to the distance. More will be the force, more will be the distance. Less will be the force, less will be the distance. So if you put the sign of equal to, W is equal to F dot S, where your S is a constant of proportionality, and then you keep on applying the force as per the given conditions, and one you can take in X, one you can take in Y. If displacement is in Y, work you can take in X. So one question that also from your NCERT you can cover from the section D question point of view, and within these two assignments, as I already told you, now these assignments will be the shortlisted assignments from the examination preparation point of view. I hope your blueprint is covered. That is 1 mark question as well as 4 marks question. Hope all of you are taking all these instructions seriously. So have a nice time. If any queries are there, please let me know. Thank you.